A Schoharie County man is fighting to stay in the house where he grew up, and it's all because of deed theft, which is a growing problem in our area.
Deed theft. Kumi Tucker spoke to a local victim who thought they were actually losing their homes due to this scam. It's an exclusive you're going to see in our Investigates piece.
David White got a knock on his Cobleskill door in Schoharie County. He said Joseph Goodnough asked about buying the house. White found out he was on a foreclosure list. Over time, they had discussions. Eventually, he said he agreed to sign tax transfer papers only. As you can see from this surveillance video, they stopped at a Stewart's in Schenectady. White assumed for gas.
And he said, no, this is where we're going to meet the notary. I was like, very odd. This is very strange.
White said there was time pressure.
Mr. Goodnough started laying papers down in front of me, and he would point to where I needed to sign it, and then immediately he would slap another page over top of it.
White said he never got copies of the papers he was promised. After that, things soon took a turn.
10-4, show this unit back in service.
On another day, police body camera video shows a call at White's home. Someone claimed that there was a man unresponsive inside the Cobleskill house.
So I don't think you can see from downstairs. Hello?
Yeah, David White was shocked. He was absolutely fine, but it got worse.
They basically said, yes, we're here to do the wellness check, we see you're fine, etc. And by the way, Mr. Goodnough wanted us to give this to you, and they handed me an eviction notice, like a 10-day eviction notice, out of my own house.
White searched high and low for an attorney who would take the complicated case.
Because it said that I sold the house to Mr. Goodnough for $25,000.
Did you ever get the money?
Of course not.
He lost weight, didn't sleep. Where would he go? Enter attorney James Sotile, who championed White's case with fierce determination. He took Goodnough to court. As for this mysterious and unsettling police and EMS call, why do you think that he called 911?
Well, I believe in retrospect, looking back on this, he wanted to get Mr. White out of the property. And he shut his power off, he shut his water off on him. He was living without utilities for 4 to 5 months.
In a court decision, Judge Peter Lynch found that Joseph Goodnough fraudulently induced White to execute a deed. Deed fraud is a growing problem, fueled by limited housing supply and rising home values. Popular targets are vacant properties, those behind in taxes, in foreclosure, or the owner has died. It's become so pervasive, a new law makes deed theft a crime, a form of grand larceny. This month, state police arrested Joseph Michael Goodnough and charged him with grand larceny. Attorney Arthur Frost represents him in that criminal matter. He says Mr. Goodnough is innocent of the crime he's accused of. He was simply looking for a house for himself and his teenage daughter. Mr. Goodnough paid him a fair price and also paid off the delinquent taxes White owed. But for White, there's a further complication. Goodnough had sold the property. That case continues in court.
The house he owns, ridiculous. I was just completely shocked. And what just snowballed into a massive litigation.
Sotile also represents John and Richard Donnelly of Stephentown in Rensselaer County, who say they almost lost their home in their dealings with Goodnough. Did you get any money?
No, not a dime. Not a dime. Nothing.
You'll hear John and Richard Donnelly's full story about their Stephentown home on Thursday night. And the fear is that there may be many more deed fraud victims out there who just felt overwhelmed and helpless and were never able to get an attorney. Kumi Tucker, News Channel 13.